Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So the plan for this week's Movie Monday was an MCU rewatch, watching the Infinity Saga, rewatching it in 4K, and I've been watching it. I'm up to Doctor Strange, and I've also watched Captain Marvel quite early, so that's in total 15 movies. There's 8 left, and it's Saturday night, and I'm working all weekend, so I can't finish it off in time. So instead, I'm gonna find out if Green Lantern is still as bad as it was in 2011. So let's do this. I love the concept of Green Lantern, by the way. He's, after Batman, my favorite superhero is Green Lantern. Either like Hal Jordan or John Stewart, either one. Like, there's no specific, like, I love both characters, but either one of them. I love the concept of Green Lanterns as well. Not just Green Lanterns, Blue Lanterns, Red Lanterns. I like the concept of it. Like, the ring can give you power based on certain emotions. I think it's a really cool thing. So, the fact that they made a Green Lantern movie and it didn't work hurts. It hurts. It really does hurt. But because I love Green Lantern so much, I'm gonna give this another chance, and let's see if I like it more. I do like Ryan Reynolds more, so let's see if I like the movie more. We shall see. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for today, because I only got enough time for one more movie. So yeah, it is what it is. I might even have to watch this over 2 nights, because I'm watching WrestleMania this weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be like half, I guess. But yeah, I've started watching it. They're doing the story at the start. I haven't seen this since, I mean, I watched it when it came out, and I watched it like once a few years later. So it's gonna feel fairly new to me, a lot of it. I remember like Sinestro. I remember a few other things after credit scene as well. I remember some of the scene where he gets the ring. I remember that scene. But yeah, apart from that, oh yeah, there was a big cloud at the end, wasn't there? Not looking forward to that bit. The rest of it I don't remember. Like what I'm watching right now, the opening scene, I don't remember this. So I've seen half the movie now. This professor guy is weird. I don't know how he developed the power to hear thoughts, but yeah, very strange person. It's actually not as bad as I remember, but it's only the first half of the movie. Parallax looks awful. The CGI doesn't look that terrible, to be honest. It still seems to hold up well enough. But yeah, at first it felt like Top Gun, and then it started to feel like a superhero movie. It's not paced that well, I don't think. It's a bit too slow, but it's also not terrible. The first half of it is not terrible. There's a few good things here and there, a few things to enjoy, and other things that are not so good. I think visually it doesn't look that great, to be honest. Another thing, when I mentioned at the start of the video how I like the concept of Green Lanterns, another thing that I love about it is that you can create what you want as long as your mind thinks of it. You can create a machine gun in your hand and shoot with it. You can create a plane or whatever. You can create what you want to hit your enemies with, which is really cool. Like, you can do whatever you want as long as you have the will and the power to do it. That's really cool. We've seen Green Lantern with a minigun, which is quite cool. A few things. I kind of wish we saw more of that, to be honest. I think there is more of that in the final battle, to be fair. One that's not particularly that good. I didn't remember that. That's what I remember the most about this movie, to be honest. Also, Amanda Waller's in this. I didn't realize she was in this, but maybe it's because I don't know who Amanda Waller was in 2011. Maybe that's why. But Amanda Waller, the character, is in this. Also, Taika Waititi is in this. He's Hal Jordan's friend in the movie. I'm just like, oh, it's good to see that guy here. That's awesome. I love how Hal Jordan's love interest is Blake Lively, who is also who's Ryan Reynolds' wife. So I just thought that was quite interesting. I've just spotted a member of a crowd filming Hal Jordan on an LG phone, which is significant because LG stopped making phones recently. I'm sorry, but I don't understand how it's not obvious that Hal Jordan's Green Lantern. Like, obviously Blake Lively's character, she realizes as soon as she gets close to him. But surely you could see it's him. Like, he's just got a green mask over his eyes. Like, it's just as bad as Superman disguise. Surely you should know it's Superman. The glasses shouldn't be able to, like, disguise him that well. This might be worse. I don't know how you can look at Hal there and think, oh yeah, that's not Hal Jordan. It can't be. He look exactly like him, just with a green mask on. It's not even a full mask. It's just on the eyes. It's like, surely everyone would realize, oh look, that's Hal Jordan in a green suit. He's flying now. Hector Hammond is the professor that I thought was weird. Still weird. Not a fan of his character, not gonna lie. I know he's like from the comics and stuff, but still not a fan. I feel like Hal Jordan's theme song reminds me a little bit of Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman's theme song. Like there's a few notes in there that seem quite similar. You only hear it for a few seconds when he arrives, but still, it kind of sounds like Superman's song in a way. It's not a bad thing. It's just interesting to see that similarity. Parallax has just arrived to Earth. There's 20 minutes left, and this is where I pause it because WrestleMania is about to start. But I'll get back onto this ASAP. You know, I didn't realize that Mark Strong played Sinestro. Like, I thought he sounded very familiar. I'm just like, wait, who is this? I definitely heard this guy in multiple movies before. Oh, it's Mark Strong. Yes, okay. So the movie's just finished. All that's left is the after credit scene, which is Sinestro as Yellow Lantern, which I do remember. Actually, I do remember that part. Yeah, this movie is still bad. It's not as terrible as I remember it, though. There are some good bits to it. Definitely a lot of bad, but it's also not as bad as I remember. But it's still pretty bad. I don't think it was like the cast's fault or anything like that. I just think plot-wise, it wasn't like... It was interesting, just the execution wasn't there. You know, the idea was right, the execution wasn't there. But it wasn't the worst. It wasn't too bad. It just could have been a lot better. I hope that one day they make a Green Lantern movie that's a great one. The rumor, when the DCEU was still like a big thing, the rumor was that it would come out in 2020, which obviously didn't happen. But it was supposed to be a buddy cop sort of thing between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. That was the rumored plan. Don't know if that's still in the plan. I heard they're doing a HBO series. I have no idea, but I hope that one day they make a great movie out of it, because it's a great concept, so I would love to see it one day. Maybe they could focus on all the Lantern Corps, even like Atrocitus and stuff. That would be cool. The Blue Lantern Corps as well. I'd love to see the Blue Lantern Corps, because they're pretty cool. But yeah, it was worth watching this movie. I think worth rewatching it just to see. If they wanted to somehow remake this, you know what, Ryan Reynolds wouldn't do too bad a job as Green Lantern. I don't think he was that bad in this movie. So I think in a better movie he'd probably do quite well. Oh, and right now I'm seeing the after credits scene. Maybe I should just react to it right now as I close out the video. This movie's rating is a 4 out of 10, by the way. There's some good bits though. The final battle, the way he gets into the sun is pretty cool. So here is Sinestro putting the Yellow Lantern ring on. Oh dear. If they want to do a sequel, I'll give it a chance. Because Sinestro's a pretty crazy character in comics, I know that for definite, so it would be cool to see him as a villain in a movie, for sure. Probably won't happen though, but we'll see. Not a sequel anyway, but a new movie or a new series. Hopefully they do it justice, because you can do so much with Green Lanterns. Like, the storylines, you know, the concepts as well, the way they can create anything with their minds. You can go so far with that. Like, you can create anything you want. I just think with the right director and the right direction and with minimum studio interference, I think a great Green Lantern movie could be made. It's very possible. Anyway, that's it for today. Next week will either be Godzilla 2014 or the MCU saga complete. That'll be the next 2 weeks though, and then we'll move on to other things. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.